back to the last Hints and Theories video of this Wies de Mol season. First of all, the mole is revealed. Stein is the mole. Congratulations to everyone who had chosen Stein as mole, who had put points on him or answered questions correctly in the Wies de Mol app. And yeah, just to everyone who had chosen him, I know under my last video were a lot of comments with people saying they choose Stein as the mole, so congratulations to every one of you. As you know, I had chosen Micah as my mole, but to be honest, I'm not that sad that it wasn't her. I think Stein did a great job and we got to see a great season of Wies de Mol. I think the production really did a good job. And that's why in this video we will quickly have it about the final, a few things that I recognize there and that I want to talk about with you. And then we also have it about the hidden hints. As usually in this kind of videos I tell you about the hidden hints because there's no way for you to watch them in English. But actually this time I have a tip on how that could work out for you. So we will get to that in a minute. One thing I recognized in the final and I liked a lot was that when they were standing on the tower in Cambodia, Rick says we have a finalist, we have a winner and we have the mole. And I actually like that they said it like that, and I've also seen it on the website now that they use the word finalist and not losing finalist anymore, because I think it is such an achievement to be in the final of Wies de Mol that I've always thought it was, well, a pity to call that person a loser, because, well, you have to get there. You actually need to be really good in the game, maybe need some luck as well, and a lot of knowledge surely to end up in the final. And that is why I think it's simply great that they do not call that person a loser anymore. So I really liked that. I have to admit that I did miss the crowd outside of the venue a bit this time. I know that they have tried several versions of how to do this final in the last years. And I mean, I knew that there would not be a crowd outside this time, but I actually really like the excitement of that crowd and how they are, well, screaming out of surprise or joy when the mole is officially announced. It just gives the whole final another, well, vibe, and I just really like to see that excitement of the people watching Wies de Mol, of the fans being there. And I know there were fans in this, well, let's call it studio, but still it was different and I just like that crowd reacting. So I did miss that a bit this time. But in general I do understand that I want to try out different things and want to change things from time to time, so yeah, it's understandable. It's just my personal opinion on it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about the way they did this final this time. What I liked a lot was that pretty much in the beginning, so right after the mole was revealed, we got to know how the mole actually was chosen in all the steps. Like the words in the Molicitaties already were important, and then really step by step they led us through the choosing process, and I really liked that a lot. It of course also showed that Turin's theory was right, that he was pretty close actually, and that they could have found out or could have at least gotten pretty close to the mole if they had worked together as group right in episode 1. So it was a bit risky for the production, but then in the end this is Wies de Mol, people do not trust each other, so the chance that all of them will work together, well, probably wasn't that high. It also showed that for us as viewers, basically it was not possible to solve that bigger picture, because as Rick said, even for the candidates it would have only been possible in the first episode, because with each candidate leaving the game, knowledge would leave the game, which they needed to figure out how the mole was chosen. And then in the end we did not get that knowledge at all, even not in the last episode with tasks where they had those paper boats and then could watch some of the videos. We only got to see 5 out of 10 candidates videos there, and even from those 5 videos we did not get to see all of it. For example, we did not get to see Ray's answer to the question who is the mole. So for us as viewers it, I think, was impossible to solve that bigger picture. And actually I think it's a bit sad that it was only possible for the candidates to be able to solve the bigger picture in episode 1, because, well, it was such a thing that came back again and again, and then you think like, what could the bigger picture be, and you actually only have one chance to solve it. One more interesting thing was the AI generated voice, I think, because there was somebody on the internet who had decoded that more briefing voice and had said that it is a voice of a man and that it would be Stein's voice, and that of course made him suspicious to a lot of people. And Stein yesterday also said that his sisters and his mother thought it was his voice, and I think that's so interesting because it was an AI generated voice and still people thought it was his voice. So maybe the production needs to figure out another way to do this. I mean, in this case it maybe was a bit unfortunate that it really was him being the mole then, and people thought this voice was his voice. Of course it could also go in another direction next time, but maybe there's another way to make this AI generated voice a bit more less suspicious or so. There were a few things that I recognized about the final. I also like that they all get a joker with their name on it now. So much about the final. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about it and what you thought about all the things they showed us there. I think when talking about Stein's mole actions, we actually had a lot of them in the Hidden Hints videos, like the thing in the haunted hotel, the assumption that the mole would hide some money or flush it down the toilet. All of those things were correct. That Stein also was busy with the jackfruits, or for example with the Angelina Jolie photo, that something went wrong there. Those things were correct. Not to forget that he also was a bit lucky that he did not have to do the lie detector test and could go to the, well, scary house task and lose money there and not have to answer Ray's and Sophie's questions. Usually in this kind of video I talk about the hidden hints because they are uploaded on the official WIDM YouTube channel and then also on the website. And in the last years there was no English translation. But YouTube has a new feature since some time, and with that I think you can watch those hidden hints on your own this time, which of course is probably a bit cooler because you can just watch the video, see the explanation, read subtitles, and it gives you, well, a better picture, I think, than me explaining those hidden hints in my words and showing you a picture from time to time. So it's actually pretty easy, and I guess a lot of you already know this function. So you just go to the official WIDM YouTube channel, choose a video, for example the hidden hints video, and then you click on subtitles. You will get Dutch subtitles then first, but when you go to settings, subtitles, and then click on automatically translated subtitles, you can choose English. And yes, this is automatically produced, so yeah, there are some mistakes in it, but I think it's still pretty good and it gives you a really good impression of all the hidden hints in the season. For example, the first one already was pretty interesting because it has to do with the titles of the episodes. I did not mention it in any of the Hints and Theories videos, but I did mention it in one of the comments, I think, that there was a theory that those titles are about the Eightfold Path in Buddhism leading to enlightenment. And that actually was true and is a hidden hint to Stein. So I really recommend you to watch this Hidden Hints video. And also there was one that I thought was pretty interesting, and that was in the karaoke task, where he chose the word betrayer and then sang a song with the lyrics, "Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies." So I really liked that one, and Rick also is laughing a lot while Stein is singing that one, and he holds up an envelope with the word the mole on it, with the mole logo on it, which of course back then people thought he was just doing to hide his laugh, but we could interpret it, or let's say the official WIDM interpretation is that this also is part of the hint. And that's basically it. That was WIDM 2025 with the 25th mole, the lowest pot ever, and all in all a great season, I would say. I really liked watching this season. I liked that they tried some new things, that they tried some risky things, as in choosing the mole in the first episode, letting the candidates choose their own mole. Some great tasks were in there. Of course there were also things I did not like that much, like the we get a lot of money out of the pot thing. Or one little thing I did not enjoy that much was that they stayed pretty long in, I thought it was Siem Reap, for like 3 episodes or so. I would have liked to see a bit more of Cambodia throughout the season, but I've heard that Rick also gave an interview and said that it's not always that easy to being able to film everywhere, and that also not all of the things they had planned worked out, also due to bad weather. So I do understand that absolutely, and I still think it was a great season. I really enjoyed watching it. I hope you did too. I hope you also enjoyed watching some hints and theories videos. Also add to your comments below what you liked about the season and what you probably did not like that much this time. In only 2 weeks there will be a new season of the Belgian De Mol, which takes place in Thailand this year. I unfortunately have to say that I will most likely not produce hints and theories videos to that one. It's simply a bit impractical with the thing that those episodes always air on Sunday evening, and also it always is tricky for you guys to figure out how to watch them. So this time very likely no hints and theories video to the Belgian De Mol, but I am pretty sure that we will see each other again this year, because we still have an anniversary season of WIDM De Mol coming up at the end of summer, I think, taking place in Portugal, and I am really looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to one more season of WIDM De Mol, a bonus season so to say, to seeing back all faces maybe, and yeah, just some more tasks, some more WIDM De Mol, some more searching for more. So I'm really excited for that one, and I'm pretty sure that we will see each other then again. Last but not least, thank you for all your comments, your views, your likes. I really enjoy reading your comments, reading your thoughts, your theories, your hints, and simply having this community with you. This is exactly what I'm doing this year, so thank you for that support. If you want to continue that, then please make sure that you have subscribed to this channel here. If not, then, well, here's the chance to do that now. And also, I hope to see you all back when we will talk about the next season of WIDM De Mol. Until then, bye!